Hey, I'm the Kentucky Hillbilly with Bluegrass Wilderness Survival and Wildlife Control, and it's about summertime now. It's the 6th of August today. We've got a bunch of skins over here from last trapping season that I haven't done anything with yet. We decided to go ahead and make a video and show you all how to cheaply tan your skins. I think we'll do this coyote today. Show you how that's done. First thing you got to do is wash the skin. Make sure you get all the grease off of it. Coyotes really aren't all that greasy, not as greasy as pigs. But if you don't wash them first, whenever you soak them in your tanning solution, you're going to get grease all over your pelt. I'd like to do something a little smaller. Yeah. Let's try this guy. There we go. Can skin. This is just lukewarm water. I'm going to take some dishwashing liquid, put it in there, and just try to get as much of the oil out of this as I can. You don't want to use too hot water, or it might make the fur slip. You don't want to use too cold water, or it won't get the grease off. Just lukewarm water. You just get your hands in there and start scrubbing on the leather and scrubbing on the fur, your fingers, and get all the grease off of it. We got this dirty dishwater. I'm going to run this outside and dump this out, and then go ahead and show you what we're going to do to tan this. Alright, as far as the tanning goes, what I use is alum, just a little small jar of alum. And we use pickling salt. You cannot use regular salt, it has to be pickling salt. All we're doing to tan this is we're pickling this hide. And here's my other coon skin that I've done with this. If you look on the inside, it's real good and tan. But it works really well. So, to start this off, we're going to need about 2 gallons of lukewarm water. Break open this alum. Leave it. And then for every 1 part of alum that you use 2 parts of pickling salt. So we're going to fill this up. I'm going to fill this jar up twice with the pickling salt. One. And there's 2. Put my hands in here and get it all all stirred up real good. Take our coon skin, we flip it out outside for a minute, get some of this dishwashing liquid off of her, and we're going to stick her down the bottom of the solution. If you have a rock or something heavy, I want to set it on the top of it, keep it completely submerged. When I keep it submerged for 3 to 4 days, after that, we'll go ahead and shoot another edition of this video and show you how to break her in and turn her into tan leather. Stay tuned. Okay, it's been about 3 or 4 days, more like 4 or 5 days since we shot that the first part of this video. Go take a look, see how the skin did. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good skin. You take a look at it. You can start seeing how all the places that were real dark, now real nice leather color. If you could feel of it, has the feel of leather too. Still has a slightly greasy feel to it, but coons are just naturally extremely greasy. But it don't feel near as bad as the other ones that I've done without washing them with dishwashing liquid. So what we're going to do with this now is we got to let this dry just a little bit. We don't want it to completely dry, but we need it to dry up a little bit so we can break up these fibers. So we're going to stick it on a stretcher here. Now I'm going to hang it up. Had a nail around here somewhere. Right over here. And then I'm going to wait a couple hours, let that start drying out a little bit, some of the water drip out. I've got a rope suspended right here. We're going to take that fur and rake it back and forth over that rope, try to break up some of these fibers and give it that real nice soft feel. But we got to wait for it to dry out a little bit. If I go ahead and start doing it now while it's soaked and don't give it a chance to dry a little, then it's going to start breaking up that leather so much that it's going to pull the hairs from the outside of the fur, from the fur side out through the leather side, and we're going to lose some hair on the pelt. And we don't want to do that. We don't want any hair to slip. So I'm going to leave this to dry for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, our coon skin here is about dry. The leather side of it, it's kind of hot out here today. It's about 90-95 degrees in this garage, and it's causing the fur to sweat a little bit of grease. I got a trick to get the grease off. It won't harm your skin. Use some denatured alcohol. You can get it at any hardware store. I got this one from Sherwin-Williams paint supply. But you don't want to soak your skin in it. Just get a rag. Pour you some out of this rag here. And you're just going to wipe that grease right off there. You don't want to put too much of it on there so it absorbs in the skin. All you're trying to do is just wipe that grease off the leather. Make sure you get down to the tail. Good thing about this denatured alcohol too is it dries really fast. So you don't really have to worry about it soaking up into the skin and taking out all the alum pickling mixture that we put in here. It'll still remain tan. All we're doing with this is just getting that grease off the skin. Coons are notorious for being extremely greasy. I don't want no greasy furs. that's that part. It's just about dry. Got probably about another 30, 45 minutes, and then I'll show you how to break her in. Alright, now for one of the final steps. We're going to break in this coon skin. Now you see, we had it on the stretcher. This is how loose it is. It's not rawhide anymore, this is a tan skin. But we're going to want to break up the fibers in here, because even though it's still really soft just by sitting out there drying, we want this to be like cotton, like the shirt that I'm wearing. So to do that, we got this rope strung up here, and the hard places, like around the shoulders and around the face, these are the places where we really want to bear down and break open that skin. Around the bottom, we really don't want to put too much pressure on it, because whenever we scraped the hide last winter, it's already pretty good and flexible. But we're really going to focus on here. Whenever you got your skins, take a look at them too. Around the face areas and around the shoulder areas, you're going to want to put more, really want to lean into it more when you're doing it. Around the back part and the tail, you're just going to want to lightly go over it so you don't end up scraping off more flesh on this side and making your fur pop through. So, here we go. Okay, that part's done. You can see it now, how nice and pliable it is. This is tan leather. But what we have to do now, we let the leather side dry out pretty good. It still just has a slight little bit of moisture in it, but the fur side still has got a lot of tannin mixture in it. So we're going to flip it right back out, fur side out, pop the ears out there again. I'm going to give it a few little flips here, try to get out all this excess moisture. Get these arms out. Arm number one. Arm number two. Flip it out a couple more times. Look at that. We're going to put this back on the stretcher for a little while. So I want it to dry in a good straight shape, because this is one of the prettiest coons that I caught last year. Now I'm going to make this wall hanger here. So I'm going to put this back on the stretcher. Just like so. Make sure the ears are where I want them to be. And I'm going to take this on in the house. Now what you're going to want to do is, as this is drying, you're going to want to take it off of here and just play with it. Take it and crumble it up and flip it out. That helps it to stay loose as it's drying. It'll be completely dry in probably about another 2-3 hours, something like that. When it's completely dry, then you're good to go. Do whatever you wish with it. My dog will quit kicking the camera, then you'll get a better view. But the next shot I have on here will be this finished coonskin. So thank you all for watching, and keep me, like me, subscribe to my channels, and I'll post some more for y'all. Thank you very much. God bless y'all.